From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Hoppe Hour. Tweet Ryan Hoppe at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Snapchat him at Hoppe Radio. And email him anytime at ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now back to the show.
I missed you more than anything. Oh, I missed you. How are you doing?
I'm doing really great before, but
just kissed him on the lips, man.
Yeah,
did I just bother you a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. That was.
Well, that was for your birthday because you're now 21.
I didn't give consent, but you know what? I don't regret it.
AJ,
yes.
How does it feel? How do you feel right now to be 21 years old? You're legal. You're single, and you're ready to have sex with a chick. How are you, dude?
Yeah, that's great, because like before I was 21, I wasn't ready to have sex.
No, you weren't. Now you're a grown man.
No, actually, it feels really nice to like actually go to a bar and give them an ID, and I know I'm like, oh, this is legal. This is completely fine.
Does it still feel a little bit weird though?
No, it feels right.
The weirdest thing happened when we went to Whiskey Willie's. So I had been up for about 21 hours. I worked 14 hours board hopping at the Bone. But I love and adore AJ so much that I drove 50 minutes for his birthday, being up 18 hours. What's up?
Can I do the voice of the certain lady that went to? Oh my god!
So we're at the bar, and I'm very tired, so everything seems fake. Like when you're so tired and you drove an hour, it feels like you're in a dream. So I'm at the bar, and I'm just sitting there watching the Sports Center replay. It's showing the Seahawks losing at the buzzer. So I'm just kind of chilling there, drinking a beer. And what happened, AJ?
Hey, are you Superman?
Some old lady came up and was like going to Hoppe. I don't know what she was doing. Like,
are you Superman or something?
and then Hoppe's like, no, yeah, that's so funny. Which I would have done too. I would have just been like,
I said, haha, good one. Yeah, I am.
And then she comes back. She's like, do you want to do some shots? and then Hoppe's like, no, thanks, I'm good.
And when you look at her, I might need to go get looked at this week. I think just by being in her presence and being around her, I think I picked up HPV.
No.
Because literally being around her, she smelled like cigarettes, she smelled like failure, and she had this very weird aura about her where you didn't want to be around her.
And like when you denied her, she was like, oh,
well, okay. I remember when they first invented chocolate. Okay, Mr. Superman.
I'll leave, and we never saw her again, and that was amazing. That was when it turned great, and someone's calling.
Radio 101, you don't have your phone on?
Go ahead, take
mine's
that.
off.
Guys,
I thought it was me.
I'm not going to take that.
I got Me Too'd last week.
Oh,
wait, what?
Mm-hmm. You got Me Too'd, or somebody Me Too'd you?
That's the same thing. Wait, so you got Me Too'd,
or somebody Me Too'd you?
Or somebody...
AJ's impression of me. Oh.
Okay. I'm not going to even say where it was because the person's probably going to be listening, but I was out at a certain bar, Kava bar, and I'm sitting there.
Why did you say like it's illegal? Yeah, it's a Kava bar.
I was at a Kava bar. And the last month I've been going with my friend, and a lot of people that go there are gay. But I have no problem. Like, every single bartender's gay, but they're very nice, great service, whatever. So I like to talk to people. Even though I'm weird, I do try to get out of my narcissism and talk to people. So I've been talking to this one guy for the last month. Whenever I'd go to this Kava bar, we would hit it off. We would talk about Aqua Teen. Like, we're both nerds, so we had a lot in common.
Mm-hmm. When you say Kava bar, do you really mean gay bar?
Yeah.
I mean...
Do you know what Kava is?
Yeah, but I mean...
Okay. Good point. You know what I missed most about recording here was your dad jokes. That just literally we had the show going. We're on a train, on the tracks. And
I don't even think that was a dad joke. I think he was just calling you gay.
Okay. We on a short train.
Yeah, good one. So on Halloween.
All right. So yeah, go for
it. Halloween weekend.
So you're at a gay bar.
Just roll with it.
On Halloween weekend, Saturday night, I had to go to bed around 9 p.m. because I have to get up at 3 to board out for the bone. And he sends me a message, the bartender that I just been going to get drinks of kava at. And he goes,
just going to get drinks, or you're exchanging phone numbers and messages and stuff?
With gay men.
All right. Actually, I want to hear this story. Come on,
I'm
Hoppy.
sorry.
You got this.
Carry on.
okay. So he messages me, hey, dude, you should come out and hang with us tonight. We're going to be having a party, and I really want to see you in your sexy boxing outfit.
See?
And I go, I didn't reply. So the next day, I message him, and I go, ha, 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 sorry I missed last night. I had to be up at 3. And he goes, it's okay. You can wear it for me another time. Wow. Kissing emojis. So then I go, you know what? Okay, never going to go back. Whatever. So I go back 4 days later. I go back this past week. It's a very small place. And I was the third wheel. I was with my friend, and he was with his friend, and they were there already. And there were no more bars. There were no more chairs at the bar. So I couldn't just sit there. So I'm kind of hanging out, and I'm drinking my kava. It's karaoke night. And all of a sudden, I swear to God, I now know how it feels. I have these big, muscular, hairy hands
Big meaty claws.
grabbing my ass and rubbing it.
Wow.
And he goes, hello, big boy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's 2018.
Yeah, you know.
I swear to God, I have never been more uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I used to date a sociopath, and I was never that uncomfortable. The fact that I was touched and I didn't want it, dude, it was... I'm not going to, like, file a claim and try to get the guy in trouble, but I'm never going to that kava bar again, because that's getting out of hand. Then he's winking at me and that. I'm like, well, I know I'm good looking.
And who
I know I
the
lost 45
bartender that
pounds.
worked there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You should probably like name it, maybe if that's it.
The thing, though, is it's flattering because 5 months ago I was 300 pounds, so it makes me feel good that somebody would do that, but I just wish it was of a female body. That's what I would prefer because I'm heterosexual.
Let me tell you what, too, is I was Me Too'd when I was at a club with AJ about a year ago by a girl, and she was cute, but it's also pretty uncomfortable when, like, a super plastered, like, drunk girl comes up to you. She tried to put her head on my lap. And
What did she look like?
She was like this like Filipino chick. She was
Okay.
real soft face, about 5'4". She was cute, but she was plastered, and she kept touching me, and she put her head on my lap, and I scooted over, and her head knocked against the damn
There is
thing.
a weird thing.
And then she grabbed my dong, and at that point I was like, I'm gonna get up and leave because I don't want to be anti Me Too. Like if I end up like having sex with her and she wakes up and regrets it or something like that, I just don't want that to happen. So it's not something I.
AJ, tell me what you think. There is something now where whenever you're getting intimate with a girl or you're even going on a date, it's in their hands. Whatever you want to do. I'll wait 9 to 10 dates to get laid if I like you.
Well,
Or I just won't talk to you again. 2 years ago, I would try to make more of an initiative, but now I'm like, you know what? You can do what you want. If we end up having sex, that's great, but I'm now putting it in the hands of the girls because I will never get Me Too.
Yeah, you got to
Never.
put the ball in their court.
It
Otherwise,
is
you're
in their
screwed.
court. Do what you want. You can dribble it. Go ahead.
You can't
It's
take
on
that
you.
risk anymore.
Well, about like a year ago, I was very like I was very unconfident. Like I had no confidence whatsoever when it came to like actually being like I was confident enough to talk to the girl. I was confident enough to get her number, stuff like that. When it came to us being alone together, and whether it be at a movie theater or in my bed or something, I would just be like awkward enough. I was like, okay, can we commence having sex now and stuff like that? And because literally you have to be, now you have to. I wasn't really up to like picking up signs and stuff like that because I wanted to make sure. I was so nervous. I don't want to put this girl in an uncomfortable position, and at the same time, I don't want to come off like a fucking tool.
Shall we
Trey
commence coitus, darling?
is the same type of guy.
Yeah.
Before you commence coitus, before you have nice, rough sex
I
with a female,
specifically asked for consent. Yeah.
you literally have a piece of paper, Trey.
Yeah, I do have a piece. I have an app and a piece of paper. I print out a sheet, make them sign. I did it with the girl I'm currently seeing right now, and I made her sign up for this app so she could consent. Needless to say, the first couple of nights we hung out, we did not have sex. but it's worth it because I have that deniability now. I have the law on my side.
That's genius, dude.
I appreciate it.
I don't think I would do it because I have enough confidence that it would be consensual and I never push it on a girl. But at the same time, you kind of have a weird vibe, so I feel like you need to do it.
Look,
yeah, you almost never.
I mean, I was nervous, but then I just realized, as you go on, you pick up on the signs. Sometimes the signs are so obvious, and then you also got to realize she can just tell you to stop, and then what you have to do is just stop. That's it.
Yeah.
So just you have to, people get nervous, but at the same time, it's very obvious like what the signs are.
Like I was making out with this hot girl 2 weeks ago. I'm not bragging, but during the whole motion for about 40 minutes, I'm going, is this real life? Like she was probably the hottest girl I've ever made out with.
And it turns out she was a man.
That's what I'm trying to ask you guys. So you're talking about this whole Me Too thing, and it's all Kava Bar, gay bartender stuff.
Okay.
And the answer to the question I think you're thinking of is yes. I have been tricked by a trans girl into thinking that she was a non-trans girl.
How did you handle that?
There was a lot of red flags that came up throughout the night. She kept putting her hands in my pants, and so every time I put my hand in her pants, she stopped me, and I'm like, there's a couple red flags. And then she told me she specifically really liked anal, and then when I'm like, oh, go in your trailer and get a condom, and so then I left. And I made out with her and stuff, and it was like beforehand, and it was bad. It was bad.
So I was on a date about 2 weeks ago with this girl, and we were making out on like a park bench at the beach, and the whole time she's like, "Why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you?" And I'm like, the ball's in your court, and it was a wonderful time. But what I'm saying is, I literally now, Trey, do you think you've changed your approach to trying to be romantic or trying to get laid, where maybe 2 years ago you never forced yourself on a girl, but you would have maybe put more initiative where you put the arm around her, but now do you always have her make the first move? Because that's what I do. Because if it's meant to be that you're going to have coitus or make out or get oral, it'll happen.
And you
don't need to push it.
It's different between girls like I've known, because 2 years ago I was only having sex with girls that I had known for a long time, and it's different like that. You don't have to make them sign things.
And ones that you bring up all the time because you're not over the heart.
One of them's listening.
It's the only listener.
And it is the only listener. But it is over the time. I have evolved. I've matured, and I think everybody should, regardless of Me Too or not. I think it's the polite, chivalrous thing to do.
AJ, how do you do it? Because you, dude, get laid so much.
I want to know AJ's
You're a
number.
ladies'
I want to
man.
know AJ's
You're
number.
Casanova. You just get to do it whenever, wherever. How do you approach it?
It depends. If the girl is very shy, that's something that you have to really know how to combat, because you can't just. It's not going to make the first move. The only thing you could really do is just you make the first move. I guess the first move for me would be just to kiss her, and then if she responds, if she keeps going with it, then you're like, okay, if she most likely wants to have sex. And now if she slaps you in the face, probably does not want you to have sex with her.
But that's the thing, you can't get to that point where you
can't
get
even
slapped in the face because then you're in murky waters.
Listen. Look. You go and you lean in, and if she moves her face away, then you obviously stop.
Right,
you don't
there
grab
you
her face and be like, "Come here, sweet cheeks." Yeah, gotcha, bitch. Yeah. So that's not something that you would do.
It was funny. I matched with a girl really cute that goes to USF 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And we're talking, and she's like, "So what do you do for a living?" I'm like, "Oh, I work in radio." She's like, "Oh, that's funny. I used to hang out with a guy that works in radio." And for some reason, I immediately knew it was AJ. So I said to her, "Where does he work at?" And she went, 1025 The Bone. And I went, "I work there too." And then she's like, "Do you know this redhead kid named AJ?" And I'm like,
"You bet your ass I do."
So we're talking. We never went on a date, but we were talking about potentially going on one. And the way she worded that she had sex with AJ was so adorable. The girl goes, "Is it cool that I hung out with your friend?"
Here's the thing, though. You can't go to USF to pick up chicks because AJ's already fucked every chick on the USF campus.
First of all, she didn't go to USF. She went to UT. And
my bad.
No, it's not even that. But, like, I've been in the UT dorms so much. Like, I can go there and just know, oh, okay, Hall D, all right, I can go there.
I've never been on the UT campus.
You can literally go to one door and be like, oh, yeah, that's where I had great oral. And then the next door, oh, man, the back door did not go well.
The back door.
She farted on my dick. It was awful.
So, but
I'll take that up.
They have a freshman dorm up there, and it's just, I guess, you know, for people first time, whatever. So I go. So no, I visited that hall so many times to the point where the security guard like kind of knows me by first name. Like, he's about to be like, oh, Adam, no, AJ. Oh, hey man, nice to see you again.
Why would you give me your real name? You know,
because you have to sign. Like, if you don't go to the
college, Kevin.
If you don't go to the school, like in an overnight, you have to sign like your name on like a piece of paper, give them the cell phone number, and then just to know that you're with that one person. Yeah.
I'm not surprised that you went to Hall D all the time now.
Hall D, yeah. No, but yeah, UT. If I didn't wrap up, there'd be a bunch of little AJs running around in university.
Could you imagine if there were little AJs running around here? Number one, they would be the most adorable kids of all time.
Oh, they'd be cute.
But you know what's crazy though? It's like a bunch of because a bunch of people from UT are like from the Northeast. Mm-hmm. So I guess like the women from the Northeast are just attracted to me.
Well, you have this presence about you. If I were a female, you know what I would be most attracted to about AJ if I were a female and I had a vagina and I thought he was good looking?
My dick.
Is the fact that you're charming, you're good looking, but you don't care that you smoke a lot and that you're fat. You have this confidence about you where you don't care, and that's what I would find good looking about you. Is you do you, boo, and it works.
He looks up from the table with the red sauce on his face.
And I meant that as an endearing, insulting compliment.
Backhanded compliment.
Because you've had sex with better looking girls than I have,
and way more.
You're doing So you're doing good in life. Well, it's so endearing.
Look, here's the thing, though. Like, it's not that I don't care about my appearance, because obviously I look at my fat and I'm like, oh god, you disgusting piece of crap. But then I'm able to go outside and keep a smile on my face. That's what makes me attractive.
Hey, I'm a dude, and I'm attracted to you.
Thank you.
I've been attracted to you since 8th grade, AJ.
I know. And no, but here's the thing. I'm a fat kid, but I'm a put together fat kid.
You're not
in terms
fat,
of,
dude.
No,
he's fat. He's fat. Don't tell him he's not, because then he's gonna stay fat.
No, he's not.
Fat man in a little shoot. But but like here's the thing, like, you know, you still have to keep up with hygiene. Like, I still have to keep up with my hygiene. I still have to. Now, if I go out
because you're fat, you don't have to brush your teeth. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I still have to keep up my hygiene. Well, I mean, he's saying that I don't care, but here's the thing: I do care in terms of what I wear.
No,
in terms
you
of, like,
have
how
this swagger where you're a gentleman, you're likable, you're good looking, you're a sweet guy, but you have this confidence where you'll smoke 3 cigarettes at a bar and you act like it's the coolest thing ever. And I don't know how to explain it. It's like,
do I act like it, or does it look like the coolest thing ever?
He's been smoking for so long, and he's so addicted that it's like nothing to him. It's like breathing.
Do you know what I'm saying, Trey?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
He's got this thing about him. If any of my other friends smoked cigarettes, I wouldn't even go to bars with them. But I genuinely love being around AJ because he makes it seem like the camel from those commercials.
He's the cowboy.
Calling me Joe Camel? Fuck yeah.
The one problem AJ does have, though, and this is a big issue, is he doesn't have a mustache.
That's a good thing. Speaking of that, having facial hair or critiquing somebody's looks, Trey.
Okay, I got a lot.
You, first of all, look like garbage.
With my mustache or with my hair?
Yeah. No. It's not the facial hair. What's the problem with you?
Just your face.
Is the fact that you literally, my dude, need to get a haircut.
I
know you're broke. Blah, 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 blah. Ask your dad for $5. Go to Great Clips and get your fucking haircut, you piece of shit.
I could go to my grandma's and get it. My grandma has a salon in Wiregrass. I could do it for free.
You see, and I'm saying that in an endearing way. Don't you feel good about yourself? But after you get a haircut and you look yourself in the mirror and you go, God damn, I'm good looking. Get back.
Well, I know I'm good looking.
You look like a fucking bum.
But believe it or not, he his, you know, like how you say, like, you know, some, like, I have that feeling where, like, I give off that I don't care. His is like 100% like times that, but also it fucking works for him.
Yeah, it does.
I've seen it work for him. Some girls, like, you know, that like, you know, kind of that stereotype, you know, some girls are just attracted to pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what he's going with that.
Yeah.
And just some of the women that
I don't
he's
like
dated.
Yeah, I've dated some really good-looking women that I have no right to even have looked at, let alone have sex with or date.
I don't know why. And then, like, usually, like, after they date them, they're like, yeah, I don't know why, but it just felt good.
I'm still attracted to him, this and that.
Yeah, HPV later.
HPV? No, I got tested. I don't have HPV, and I...
Yes!
Yeah.
You don't have an STD.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I don't have any STDs. I'm very proud of that.
You are?
How
Given the fact that I
happy are
have
you?
that, I'm very happy, and I very rarely use condoms. I got an STD once. I got chlamydia once, but it's gone now. It's curable.
All right.
Listen to me.
You got it from me. That's how I know.
You bet your ass. That was a
I'm
frivolous
not
lawsuit.
the authority on women by any means. I am not the authority on dating, relationships, anything
Doesn't
to
that
do
go without
with
saying?
being successful, anything to do with being good at anything in life, anything to do with anything. But I will say this advice to you, Trey.
Ooh.
With utter confidence in my mind, I will give you this advice without any doubt in my mind. If you don't begin wrapping up your dick when you're having sex, you're going to either get an STD or you're going to knock up a girl. And we're going to look back on this moment at 7:40 p.m. East Coast time on November 6, 2018, and you, sir, will either be crying to me privately about having an STD, and I would never say on air, or you, sir, are going to be crying, and then the world will find out 9 months later that there's a little Trey in the world.
It would be
fucking
cute.
wrap up your dick, you dumb piece of
I
shit.
will. I know. You're right.
And shave and take a shower. Jesus.
I know.
Look at you.
Stop
I've been
wearing that same shirt.
I know. I've been wearing the same shirt for 2 days, so I smell
No.
right now.
It hasn't been 2 days.
No.
It's been multiple
This has been.
days.
This is 2 days.
Okay,
the
I'm
pants
sorry.
are multiple.
Sorry,
days.
one day you went shirtless when you slept in bed, but then you
Because
got
I've
up
been
and you
swimming
put
at the beach house
You
in these
have
pants.
bedhead. Look at it.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. I showered too. I just wear the same clothes.
Happy Hour.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, to you. Oh, yeah, babe. My whole life has changed since you came in. I knew back then you were that special one. You were that one. I'm so in love, so deep in love. You make my life complete. You complete me. You are so sweet, No one competes. Glad you came in my life. You blind me with your love. With you, I have no sight. That audio right there, brought to you by TMZ.com, was rapper Tech69
Tekashi
got sentenced to 4 years probation for being a pedophile.
Happens.
Happens to the best of us. No, not really.
Getting sticky art with some kitties art. Come and touch them.
You're really creeping me out. Dude,
That's what he sounds like.
so Tech69, this rapper, I think is the first rapper to ever creep me out. I don't think there's ever been a rapper ever in my lifetime that has creeped me out, but Tech69 without a doubt is the first one to do it. Not even a doubt in my mind.
He doesn't really creep me out. I mean, I know he's a piece of shit, but
He was 16, 17 years old, and he had sex with a 13-year-old. If that doesn't creep you out a little bit, if that doesn't bother you, if that doesn't sway you into a direction in your gut where you get the creeps, then I want to not hang out with you again.
no, wait. I thought what? No, so wasn't he tried with putting which is still bad? Don't get me wrong, but wasn't he tried with putting a 14-year-old in a sexual position?
And same thing.
Yeah. It is. I know what you mean.
That's like saying, at least he didn't go all the way.
Okay,
He's a piece of shit.
you're right. That is creepy. But
Yeah, go on.
He is a very talented musician.
It doesn't really matter.
What is talented about Tech 69? Explain.
Oh, there's nothing at all.
When I'm boxing, it feels good to listen to his angry, dumb music. But if you listen, you're like, what is this garbage?
Is that the one with spelled 6x9? Yeah, okay. I just wanted to be sure.
He has 69.
He's got like all the colorful dreadlocks, but he's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, he's Puerto Rican.
Oh,
he can say the N-word.
Okay. Me and Eddie just had this argument in the car about whether Puerto Ricans can say the N-word.
No, it's not an argument. We didn't have an argument. I just told him that's like they are allowed. Like that's apparently like okay for them.
It says who?
I guess.
Guys, you feel the holiday season's right around the corner?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like it outside. It's very hot out. But you know that sooner than later it will be Kwanzaa, it'll be Festivus, Halloween is already over with. It'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas. And before you know it,
I want to
2019. Yeah?
I want to try celebrating Festivus this year.
We should. Mm-hmm.
We should celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
Guys, what do you think Kevin Smith is doing for Thanksgiving?
Kevin Smith. So Kevin Smith was the one. That's not Kevin James. Kevin Smith is the one with the superhero. Like
the one that almost died.
And does he wear the
hockey jersey?
Hockey jersey. All that.
I feel like he'd be doing like a Marvel movie marathon, or like just a superhero movie marathon all throughout his Halloween thing.
I'm going Keith.
Kevin Smith is planning a vegan Thanksgiving after suffering a massive heart attack earlier this year. The 48-year-old filmmaker almost died in February when one of his major arteries became clogged and slowed the flow of blood to his heart.
And that is why post Punch-Out and even prior to it, I have lost 45 pounds and I'm going to go and see how much I can lose. I never want to have a heart attack in my life from being overweight and having the money, which I will get, to eat whatever I want. I'm going to always take care of myself because never in my lifetime, for however long, in this short life that I'm alive, I never want to have a vegan Thanksgiving because I had bad health choices prior to being 49 years old.
Hey man,
that's fair.
Vegan food could be cool.
It can.
What's cool about vegan food?
Nothing.
It could taste.
AJ, don't make the argument. It's just going to be a bad
fine.
segment.
It's fine. You know what? No, vegan food gets a bad rap sometimes
because it's bad.
It's garbage.
Well, because they make these beans. They crop for
terrible.
beans, and then all these birds want to eat the beans, and they go in
the Impossible Burger is the only good vegan food.
So here's the
they
only
get chopped up in the chipper.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing about vegan food. It's very like to compensate for like the lack of meat and animal products.
Mm-hmm.
They have to add a shit ton of salt.
Yeah.
To do it. So I don't even know why.
Makes your body retain water.
Vegan food. He shouldn't do vegan food. He should just do like kind of a keto diet to do it for Thanksgiving. Just protein, no dark meat. Just have some of that stuff. No bread.
You know what's funny too?
You shouldn't.
I really hope. I like Kevin Smith. I like his work.
A lot of veggies too.
Yeah. I hope, please, Kevin Smith, I know you're listening. Please do not become one of those douchebag vegans that has to rub in everybody's face how much of a vegan they are, how much it tastes like meat even though it doesn't, how great it is even though it's not, how amazing it is even though it sucks. Please.
Well, to be fair,
anybody out there that always talks about, oh, my vegan food tastes so good, shut up. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Yeah, I could take that, but I can't take the vegans that go out and shame you for not eating vegan food.
Yeah.
Recently, though.
That's the worst.
I have been feeling bad about eating meat. I will never, ever switch to being a vegetarian or vegan, but there is a part of me recently that I'll be eating a burger, eating chicken wings from Publix, and I look at the meat and I go, this used to be something that was alive, and then you don't know how it was treated, and now it's dead, and now I'm eating it.
It was something that was
so
bread,
delicious.
Bread
it's
to
so
eat, though,
good.
you know?
It's so amazing that it doesn't bother me that much. But you can see where I'm coming from. Like, it used to be alive. Funniest thing happened. This last week, after the Punch-Out, I wanted to treat myself to some junk food, so I went to Chipotle. Two things about it. First of all, on the side of the cup where you get a soft drink, it had a picture of a cow, and it talked about how they treated it well before they killed it, and then underneath the cartoon of the cow, it said YOLO. Number one, I thought that was amazing.
How was the diarrhea afterwards?
Yeah. Did you get E. coli?
Dude, what happened to Chipotle's quality? 5, 6, 10 years ago, it was the best food. I've had it twice in 3 weeks, and I'm trying to figure out what happened to it. Because you'll get in the mood for it. You really want it.
Yeah, he doesn't have diarrhea. He has dysentery. No, he doesn't.
Kevin Holly left the room. We don't need the dad jokes.
I have to fill in while he's gone.
Dude, what the hell happened to Chipotle? Oh my God.
I never thought Chipotle was that great. They just have oversized.
I think it's really good. I think it's tasty.
I think, honestly, it's just a more expensive Taco Bell, to be honest.
Hey, you're right.
It's a more expensive Moe's, too.
Yeah, fair enough.
Moe's
I would
better.
say Moe's but
Chipotle.
not Taco Bell. Taco Bell is garbage.
I love Taco Bell.
It is garbage. I have never had Taco Bell in my life and been like, oh man, I feel so alive right now. I feel so great. I feel so energetic. I love myself.
By the way, Taco Bell makes me horny.
By the way,
actually, no, Krispy Kreme legitimately makes me horny.
There's a hole in the middle. By the way, Taco Bell is one of the most. Is probably one of the healthier. Is one of the most healthiest fast food options. Believe it or not.
One of the most lean. There's
well,
less
at least
fat
it has the most
but there's a lot of
healthy
salt.
options.
It has the most real meat.
Yeah.
Out of all the fast food, not saying much, it's the one that's the most real.
Yeah.
It's the one that's most like you're eating organic meat.
Yeah.
Like organic dead animals that were tortured.
What happened to it was, like, back in the day, they did a study. It was like, oh, it's just above dog food quality. And then they're like, nope, we got to ramp up production, got to change that stuff.
Put some horse meat in there. Yeah.
So now it's really good. Horse meat's pretty good.
Horse meat's good, yeah.
But, no,
Tastes like glue.
No, man.
Do you know what I'm saying, though? Where you kind of feel bad about eating it. You're like,
No, I have
never felt that feeling.
I feel bad over factory farming. That's why I don't go over. Like, I don't eat Purdue or Tyson stuff, like frozen chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah, good point.
Factory farming is terrible, but animals are meant. It's the survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
where the humans are the apex. We're the apex super predators.
Yeah.
Of the entire earth.
And I do eat Tyson and stuff like that. I actually go out of my way to find the cruelest farms online and then buy specifically those products. Oscar Mayer.
Well, here's the
like
thing, though. You're most likely going to get diseases from those factory farms.
What's the craziest party you boys have ever been to? One that got out of hand, one that went crazy.
I've been to some ragers.
Oh, God.
What's your craziest rager memory?
I got one where I brought a Tinder girl to a beach house party.
Oh yeah,
and it was in the beautiful St. Pete. Was it?
No, it was Treasure Island.
Treasure Island, beautiful Treasure Island. Went to this beach house.
Yeah.
Brought this girl I met off of Tinder. First time I was ever going with her. Took her to the party.
Yeah.
Immediately started getting in a political battle with everyone in the room.
Specifically me and and
Elena.
Elena.
And so,
God, getting into a political argument with Trey, you're never gonna win because you could say the sky is blue,
and I'll be
you're
able
gonna
to
immediately hate Trey.
Yeah.
So. No, and so she was calling everybody an asshole. She was so drunk. She was calling people pigs and racist. So then, all of a sudden, a fight broke out.
Yeah, totally.
Between two people that were totally not her or I.
So someone thought someone hit somebody.
Oh, totally.
Then they moved outside. Everyone was screaming. She was egging her mom like, "Yeah, kick his ass." I'm like, Sophie, shut up. And then they called the cops on people. Cops showed up. I'm talking to the police because I'm one of the only people left with like.
Can I tell my side of the story too? Because I had left.
So what happened?
I was a little tipsy.
So what did you see through the eyes? Because whenever an experience happens or a crazy memory, everybody takes it a different way. So that was AJ's side of the story. What's yours?
So yeah, somebody allegedly may have hit their girlfriend. Not me, not AJ, obviously.
Okay, cool.
And people were getting angry. A fight broke out, and when they said they were calling the cops, I was a little tipsy. I left anyway. I shouldn't have. And what I did was I left. I passed the police officer, and I saw him turn right the hell around because he saw me leaving what was presumably the area. So I pull out my phone, start videotaping my speedometer. I get pulled over. Luckily, I didn't get a DUI or a ticket or anything, but he's like, you were going 45 and a 35. I'm like, hey, I showed him the video. I'm like, what do you want, man? I was a huge dick to this cop, even though I was probably a little bit above the limit, but I ended up being safe. I didn't actually find out anything that happened afterwards.
So then I was stuck dealing with the police, right?
Yeah.
And then so as I'm talking to one of the cops, Sophie, the girl that I took to the party, comes out to the door and she's like, don't talk to that fucking pig, AJ. He's a piece of crap. And I'm just like, Sophie, shut up! Get in the house! And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just met this bitch. I don't know what the hell she's doing. And then she starts walking away. Everyone, and that one girl whose one of the kid was taken to the drunk tank.
Doesn't want to say her name because he has a crush on her.
So her boyfriend went to the drunk tank and was escorted because he was showing resistance and stuff like that. She started crying. Then I'm stone cold sober now, and then she starts walking. She's drunk and high at the same time, and I'm just like following her in my car. I'm like, I guess I'll call her Bridget. Bridget, get in the car. She's like, no, I'm gonna find my boyfriend. No, Bridget, come on. He's in jail. He's in the car. Well, you'll get the police station doesn't open until 5, and then I come back in the house. Sophie comes out and she's like, you know what? This isn't how you treat a lady. Like, you shouldn't. I'm like, you know what? Just go. She's like, I'm gonna get in an Uber and I'm gonna leave. And I'm like, please go, just go. And then I'm like, I'm stressed, and like that was probably the most I ever smoked cigarettes in one sitting.
And there was not a single drop of cocaine at that party.
No.
No.
You know what's the most frightening part about being at an underage party when you're underage is when the person goes and the music's bumping and everyone's grinding and having a good time. Cops are here! Cops are here! Scatter! Yeah. Cops are here! There is nothing worse. Everybody was having a great time. Someone's getting head in the other room, and then all of a sudden, cops are here! Dude.
I'm not going to say that.
So there was a party I went to. Surprise! I went to a party. I was invited to a party. Can you guys believe that someone actually said, hey, you want to come to my house and party?
I mean, this story is probably a little fabricated.
I didn't even want him to come to my birthday party. He just showed up.
That's funny.
Yeah, you drank the vodka I bought for you.
My dad drank it. My dad drank it. I don't think
vodka is
an
honor. The fact that your dad, who's rich, drank the thing that I bought for you with a gift card that I got from somebody is an honor.
No, not the vodka. That was you bought me whiskey, because I actually like whiskey.
Yeah.
And my dad did drink a little bit of it, and he doesn't even like whiskey.
Cool. So, this is party. This is 2011, 7 years ago. How was that 7 years ago? Time flies. It was crazy. So we're at this party, Halloween, and I'm in yellow Kobe shoes, basketball shorts, and a Kobe Bryant jersey.
Hell yeah.
And I was fat. Hey, is that Party Rock was playing in the background.
Dude, is that Kobe Bryant? What's up, guys?
I immediately begin chugging the vodka, having a good time. Within 2 minutes, Trey.
Yeah.
I threw up on myself. After chugging 3/4 of a bottle of vodka.
There was a party at my house a couple of months ago, and Ryan got so drunk that he came in my room. He's like, dude, you gotta look at my dick. I'm like, no, Ryan, go to sleep in the guest room.
That never happened. Okay.
Probably did.
It did.
Did not happen. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So the party's going well.
Let's go.
I clean up the vomit off my shirt. You can hear people getting laid in the other room. I'm sitting there watching a basketball game on the couch for myself. Yeah. Cops are here!
Oh.
Cops are here!
Jeez, come on, Rick.
Okay. So we all go into the basement. This is a decent house. Middle class, Midwestern.
Finished basement?
Second floor. Yeah, finished basement.
Nice.
But the problem with the finished basement was the fact that 50 kids all went in the basement.
And there's no way out of there.
There's
Except the window.
There's a Nazi officer that went in there.
Thank you for saying window. It's a transition.
Yes.
So we're all sitting there. Girls are crying. The dudes are freaking out because they're not going to be able to play football for the 0-12 team we had at Hershey High School. That sucked, even though I didn't play, so I can't really talk. But what happened was my friend goes, why don't we just break the window and get out of here? I go, no, dude, I don't want to break their window. What if we get in trouble? And my friend's like, what's worse, getting in trouble with the parent or getting in trouble with the cops?
Breaks the window.
So there's a window on the side.
Did you take your 16, the size 16 Kobe shoes and just break it through?
He's size 18, isn't he?
I don't know, man.
17 or 18 at the time.
Whichever sounds better.
Yeah.
So we are there, and my friend goes, try to open the window really quietly. He goes, try to make sure it's not too loud so we can get out and not too many people follow us, and then the cops won't bother us. All of a sudden...
Wow, that was a great sound effect. I like that.
Everyone's chilling, freaking out. Me and my friend run for probably a whole mile. I was drenched in sweat, and this is like October. So
you're drenched in sweat right now and you're sitting down, so I'm not surprised.
But imagine jogging. We were the only two people to not get a drinking ticket.
Yeah.
We destroyed a window of a friend.
That's good.
Now you're wondering.
Play the sad, emotional.
I'm not
piano
actually
music
wondering
that was on
anything.
the-
I'm actually very satisfied with the story.
So you're wondering,
Nope, Mama.
why would you bring up partying?
Yeah, well, actually, I am wondering that.
Diddy's party over.
Oh,
This is the guy I want to party with. If I could choose somebody to get turned up with, and to get drunk with, and to get hammered with, and to hang out with, it would be Diddy. It says here from TMZ. Diddy's birthday celebrations got so out of control over the weekend, police had to shut down a wild rager at the music mogul's mansion. Law enforcement officials tell TMZ police received 5 to 7 calls around 2 a.m. on a Monday night for a problem at Diddy's Los Angeles home. And when cops arrived, they spoke to security and told them to call it off. Before throwing an epic rager, Diddy had another party for his 49th birthday where he hung out with people we haven't heard of. LeBron James, Usher, Wiz Khalifa, Kodak Black.
Oh, I've heard of Kodak
I've
Black.
met Kodak Black.
Cool. Check out the video. It says here, as Kodak pulled a fast one and sneaks a drink out of the club, but gets caught red-handed. Oh, Kodak being Kodak.
He's less than 21, so.
Dude, how awesome. What do you think was going on at Diddy's party before he got caught?
Probably like
Cocaine.
orgies, goat sacrifices. I don't know, man. I don't know what these famous people do. There has to be something that, like I mean, not for the disturbances. It was just being loud. But I'm saying, like, I feel like Hollywood people get bored easily.
So they like let their dogs do meth and stuff?
No, well, they're just like, well, maybe, yeah, but they're just like, you know what, this whole, like, it could be like the most awesome party going around them. I guess awesome for us, but then like they're just like, well, this is freaking boring.
Yeah.
Let's up the ante and kill a midget, or let's fuck a midget too.
Oh my god, I almost fucked a midget a couple weeks ago.
How was that?
No one
she
cares.
didn't
It's a
end up coming
fabricated
over.
story. It's just stop.
So what happened?
Nothing happened. Trust
No,
me.
she didn't want to
nothing.
come over. She was busy. But I wanted to bang her. I wanted to bang a midget.
That's what was going on.
I feel like a dwarf among midgets.
I'm really edgy tonight. Usually I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, you're a little nuts. Breaking windows and having sex in the studio.
Totally.
Ah, man, celebrity. I can't imagine hanging out with like a real like an A-list celebrity.
That'd be crazy.
No, it wouldn't be crazy. I just feel like I wouldn't know what to say to them. Like, do they know? Do they get people? Like, do they understand what it's like to be a normal person?
I think they've been so, especially if they like were born in a celebrity-dom, like Kim and Kanye's baby or something like
There's
that.
some celebrities where I feel like, well, I wonder what the normal people feel like.
Yeah, it's going crazy in the background.
Hey, this is a great time right now, huh?
I know. You want to have sex in the other room?
What?
What?
Wait, turn the music up a little louder. Hey, what did you say?
I said we're gonna have sex in the other room, Albert.
Yeah, I'd love to do X with you.
Okay, let's do it. I just hit the microphone with my fucking hand. I hit the cord.
All right. Here's the deal. You guys want to know what the deal is?
I do want to know what the deal is.
We'll be right back. Woo!
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got new shoes on my rod. Yes, sir. Rolling down to 95. Yes, sir. And you can see in my eyes. Yes, sir. That I'm looking for a kitty pie. Yes, sir. And we ain't got to make love. Yes, sir. And we can just cuddle up. Yes, sir. If you want me to beat it up. Yes, sir. Then damn it, I'ma beat it up. Yes, sir. My body. Your body. My body. Your body, my body, your body, my body, your body. I'm up having phone sex with you, so horny. And now I'm on the hotline, over here lusting for you, so horny. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about bubbles in the tub. Let's talk about making love. Let's talk about you on top. Or me going, let's have a little phone sex, baby, on the hotline.
From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Happy Hour.
Finally, some good is happening in the world. Finally, some things are happening where finally justice is being served. But before we get to that, I want to let you know, even though I lost Punch Out, I lost 45 pounds in the process. And you're wondering, how did this tall piece of shit do it? If he can do it, I can do it too. Go to Eric Marshall, EMK Final Round in Bradenton. They are the best in the Bay. They will hook you up with a top-notch deal, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton. Text or call him at any time besides the overnights when he's sleeping. 941-812-2560. It's 941-812-2560. And a girl from our class, Krista, will be taking part in the Battle of the Tampa Bay Fight this Saturday. And everybody should come out and watch Krista kick some ass. Now, you're wondering, where can I see this fight? It can be seen at Amir Academy of Martial Arts, 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. This Saturday, if you don't come out and watch Krista kick ass with my trainer, Eric Marshall, in her corner this Saturday, then you are missing out. Trust me, I'm a man of my words. I wouldn't lie to you guys because I like being honest on this show. I'm just saying, if you don't come out, you're crazy. All right, now back to this article about how justice has finally been served. But before we get into it, I want to ask you guys, did you guys ever have a crush on a teacher that, man, when you were in math class or science class, you were just getting so excited because she was good looking and would wear those nice tight dresses?
Yeah, my second grade teacher, Miss Fauci. Oh, what a woman.
My second grade teacher, Miss Jones. Oh, but then she got pregnant and fat.
So what happened?
She had the baby. She left on maternity leave, and then my phone fell off the table because Ryan went behind me and it fell off.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you ever felt like a teacher was actually
yes,
into you?
Yeah.
Who? Because I know that me and you basically have the same teacher.
Yeah, we do. You know, I don't want to say the name out.
Say then. Well, just
we had you know
what class?
K.
Really?
Yeah. But she was flirty. I didn't think she was into me. She was just flirty with students.
She talks shit about you.
Yeah, I know she talks shit about me. You know, it's girls that are mean to you. Girls that are mean to you, and you know what that means.
This isn't middle school. She's an adult.
Where's my phone, Ryan?
Drop it around.
Oh my god! It felt like all the way behind.
Have you ever want to bang one?
What?
Did you ever want to bang one of your teachers?
Yeah, definitely. I told you, my second grade teacher. Even when I was a kid, I didn't really know my feelings, but like I remember looking back on it now. Oh, I would have totally banged her. But there was never like any teachers in my high school that were that good looking, which I'm kind of sad about. But then I remember like other people like would have this teacher. I think it was a preschool teacher that was in our same, because we were K through 12. That I remember some of those preschool teachers were so freaking hot. One of them looked like one of my favorite porn stars, but that's not the case.
Now, what if in the future you guys meet the woman of your dreams? Oh man, sex is phenomenal. She's a good cook. She ends up being your wife, and you guys have kids. And your kid is 16 years old, and you find out that your kid was having sex with his teacher. How would you guys react?
Is my kid a boy or girl?
I'd give my kid.
Because I have a double standard, admittedly.
I'd give my kid a beer.
I'd give my son a beer.
No,
I'd give my daughter counseling.
I mean, I guess in terms of how I would feel about it, like obviously if my kid was a girl. Not if my son was a girl. If my kid was a girl and had sex with a teacher, I'm automatically going to think the teacher took advantage of my child, of my daughter. So I'm going to kick his ass. I'm going to scold. Well, I'm not going to scold her, but I'm going to kick his ass. If it was a boy, I just think that he was acting on his hormones, and he probably did more to cause it. I mean, that's just a bad double standard that people have today. But, I mean, I don't know.
Now, what I want to ask you guys is, do you think it's unfair when a man has sex with an underage girl? Let me finish the sentence. I don't want this sound clip to be taken and then used and have people think that I'm endorsing being a pedophile. Do you guys now like when the amount of time that is given to a man is not equivalent to a female? If it's a female that's between the age group of 25 to 40 and she has sex with an underage kid, and then the male is 25 to 40 and has sex with an underage girl, and let's say the man gets 7 years in jail and the woman doesn't get any, don't you think that's the definition of a double standard? Because to me, if you go in the dictionary, like it's 2004 because there's not the internet, and you were to look up double standard, that would be one of the examples in the dictionary. The fact that women usually don't get the same amount of time in jail or prison as a man.
First point.
Yes.
There was internet in 2004. You just grew up poor. Second point is I'm okay with the double standard. I think it's more damaging to young girls when they have sex with an older guy than it is to young boys.
You're encouraging pedophilia.
I'm not.
You are.
I think it's more. When I was 16, obviously this is the cliche response. When I was 16, one of my teachers wanted to fuck me. That I would have gone for it, and I wouldn't.
I know you would have gone for it. Everyone would have been manipulated by a pedophile.
But real quick. How many times have you heard like a girl in your class or something having a crush on a teacher? It's like, oh, he's a dilf or like something like that. You know, girls want to have sex just as much as guys do, and that's a cliche thing to say, I guess, right now. Like I guess in this millennial snowflake era, right? But it's a true thing. You know, everybody has this stuff. I feel like they should be tried. It should be the same punishment.
And justice.
It's
has finally been served for too long. These articles have been, the female got 4 to 5 years of probation for having sex with an underage kid. The man gets 4 to 5 years in prison.
Yeah, and
justice has finally been served, AJ.
Oh, really?
Read it.
End quote. I don't feel like I deserve life or breath. Teacher married to preacher, sobs in courts after being sentenced to 10 years in prison for having sex with a 16-year-old and sending nude Snapchat photos to 7 kids.
Wow.
Well, that's distribution of pornography to a minor and hebephilia as well. So those are 2 charges.
She's 38 years old, so she's about to go through a midlife crisis. And honey, you get to sit behind bars for the next decade thinking about it.
Yeah, but you know, half of the all the kids that. I guess all of the 16-year-old teacher relationships are like, they've sent nudes before to that too. Yeah, so that's not like a thing that it says posting.
But
Snapchat.
In most states now, if you a minor send nudes to an adult, you can't be distributed. You can't get charged with distribution of child pornography anymore.
No, I know, but I'm saying adult women sending it.
Oh,
You'd think the guy asked them.
Yeah, of course.
No,
of course.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
this
no,
is
that's
the most
good.
amazing news because people wonder, AJ. People go,
Legit, Ryan. I think you broke my phone. Like the SIM card's not working anymore.
what?
Yeah, legit. Find me a paperclip. Come on, man.
Oh, it's a great
So you'll find the paperclip later, all right? You just get back to the show and it'll be fine. No, that's good.
But what I'm saying is,
it should be kept the same. More times than not, though, like I kind of see where he's coming from. The girl is probably most likely coerced, but at the same time, it shouldn't be something where, if it's a kid, it's a boy with an older woman. He's in heaven, but sometimes it's not the case.
the woman has daddy issues, and she is taking advantage of somebody who is excited in the moment, and just because you're good looking and you have a good body does not excuse you, does not make you not a pedophile. I don't care if you're a hot piece of ass 25-year-old that bangs a 16-year-old boy, or if you're a 25-year-old man banging a 16-year-old cheerleader. You are equivalent pedophiles, and justice has been served.
Ole, ole, ole.
And this woman is married to a husband with 4 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you're gonna explain? Yeah, my mom's kind of a slut.
Imagine being like the husband of that. Like, I feel like I'd be
a good riddance.
No, but I feel like I'd be so. I mean, I guess you won't be embarrassed because, like, that's obviously like pedophilia is like a mental thing.
And she's crying in court.
Oh,
a boo-hoo! You weren't crying when these kids were doing things with you, but all of a sudden,
well, 93%.
when you get caught and you get sentenced to a decade in jail. Think about how long ago a decade was. 2008. Think about how fast it flew, but it didn't. You get sentenced to a whole decade for having sex with a teacher. Bye-bye. You're crying in court. You weren't crying when you were doing things and sending Snapchats to the kids, honey.
And that's
shut up.
Most women don't ever think they're going to go to jail because you're 93% less likely to go to jail than a man.
Completely. It's ridiculous. It's annoying. It's infuriating. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And justice, the precedent. Everybody goes, AJ Trey, Kevin Holly. Oh my God. Why do these teachers keep having sex with these kids? Why won't this epidemic end? Blah, blah. This might be the moment. The fact that a woman got a decade in prison, this might be the moment when they finally begin pressing justice against these females, and we will no longer see these hot piece of ass pedophiles taking over the men.
Honestly, man,
the boys, rather.
I just feel like as long as there's oxygen on Earth, there's going to be a case like of a pedophilia.
There's going to be that double standard.
There's going to be the pedophilia in school.
It's and I know how passionate you are about the issue, and you are right ostensibly on the issue.
I know my opinion's not going to change anything, but that's why I'm here.
I don't think
speaking the truth.
I don't think it's going to be better, but there should be a mindset that changes with
he gets so much more energized during the show. I love it.
There should be like a mindset that changes with young boys and older women in terms of, like I guess younger than 18, young boys under 18 with older women. That's people like shrug it off. The kid's lucky and stuff like that, and most likely, he probably is. But at the same time, there's other cases where the kid just felt like he needed to do that. And why are you on that website?
Why are you, Ryan? Are you watching?
You could just hentai. You could just search up like scenes on YouTube before. I mean, I'm not stopping you.
I'm not going to stall it.
Let me explain what I'm doing.
Pornhub is up, by the way. And hentai is right on the screen.
Let me tell you something. The girl
which
on the
means that's what
survey
Kevin Holly normally watches. Like, because it does get the data, so it's like, here's your preferred videos. It's signed into Kevin's account. Yeah.
But by the way,
he's into hentai.
The girl in the Pornhub survey, like she was just bouncing around all bubbly and stuff. She's the one that turned me on the most.
Oh, the hentai girl?
Oh wow, look at
or the bubble butt one.
Now we're wondering.
It's all white girls,
guys. Too. We're wondering, why do teachers keep wanting to hook up with their kids? And why do the kids want to keep hooking up with the teachers? Maybe because every single front page of Pornhub has videos like this.
Stepson and...
Whose classroom is it?
Yours.
That's right.
You didn't have to search long for that either. That was there.
I got no regional authority here. He doesn't get to decide what happens in my classroom. I decide what happens.
You stop turning me on, all right?
What I'm saying is
watch that
pornography is taking over the world, Trey.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of it lately because, it's not November and I'm not masturbating this month.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah,
totally.
I've had sex this month. I haven't masturbated,
That's
though.
the same thing.
It's not. It's like masturbating with a vagina.
If the water faucet gets released, then you're having an orgasm, and it's the same thing.
Actually, I did ejaculate this morning, but it had been 4 days.
Faucet being released.
It had
Trying
been
to
4
keep
days.
it clean, dummy.
It had been 4 days. I almost said it.
I get so worked up on this show. I get so mad.
You get
then I
so
go,
sweaty.
Then I go, my back is drenched in sweat. I smell like failure.
Your shirt's looking like a dress on you right now.
Well, yeah, because I lost 45 pounds because of Eric Marshall. EMP final round.
Oh my God, that was the best way to combat what AJ just said.
6103 28th Street North in Bradenton. Call my dude Eric Marshall. May not have won the punch out, but I lost 50 pounds just about.
That's freaking
kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. 941-812-2560. That's 941-812-2560. If you go to Eric Marshall's classes that begin at 6 p.m. at 6103 28th Street North in Bradenton, and you tell them that you heard about this on Happy Hour. Now you want to get into shape. And how did this baby giraffe piece of shit who lost to a midget lose 45 pounds? If that dumbass can do it, so can I. Go to the classes, change your life forever.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.